Olive oil has a reputation as one of the healthiest fats you can eat, but reputation isn't the same thing as measurement. So today we're running it through the lab to see how it actually performs.
What about red meat?
What about fruit?
What about fat?
What about carbs?
Run it through the lab. Welcome to the Nutragrammatron lab. In this lab, we evaluate the nutrient composition of foods using a standardized 100-calorie framework. We are not medical doctors, and this content is not medical advice. Our focus is strictly on measurable nutrient density, ingredient quality, and metabolic characteristics of the food itself. The Nutrigrammatron does not classify foods as good or bad. It evaluates what is present per calorie using consistent, transparent criteria. Some foods can be consumed regularly in meaningful amounts without accumulating nutritional strain over time. Others are better understood as situational, appropriate in certain contexts, but not necessarily as staples. Our objective is clarity, structured evaluation, consistency. Today's subject is California Ranch extra virgin olive oil. Per 100 calories, this subject provides approximately 0 grams protein, 0 grams carbohydrates, 11.34 grams fat, 0 grams fiber, and 0 milligrams sodium. The macro index evaluates protein density and the quality of carbohydrates and fats per 100 calories. Whole food carbohydrates are neutral. Refined sugars and refined flours trigger deductions. Fat quality is evaluated using cardiovascular outcome data. Industrial trans fats receive the strongest penalty. Highly processed fats may receive a deduction. Saturated fat density may receive a moderate deduction relative to unsaturated sources. The macrogram index score for this subject is 10 out of 20. The micro index evaluates total vitamin and mineral return per calorie. We assess essential vitamins including A, C, D, E, K, and the B complex, along with minerals such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, zinc, selenium, phosphorus, and manganese. Higher percentages of daily value per 100 calories earn more points. Ultra-processed fortification may receive a processing deduction. The microgram index score for this subject is 11 out of 20. The fiber index measures grams of fiber per 100 calories and fiber quality. Soluble and fermentable fibers with documented metabolic effects may increase the score. Extremely low fiber density reduces the score. Synthetic or isolated fiber additives may trigger a deduction. The fibrogram index score for this subject is 0 out of 20. The sodium index evaluates sodium concentration per 100 calories. Naturally low sodium whole foods score higher. As sodium density increases, points are deducted. When relevant, potassium balance is considered, as higher potassium relative to sodium is associated with improved cardiovascular outcomes. The sodiogram index score for this subject is 20 out of 20. The metabolic index evaluates glycemic load, degree of processing, and expected blood sugar response. Whole, intact foods with moderate glucose response score higher than refined carbohydrates or added sugars. Added sugars trigger an additional deduction due to glycemic load without corresponding nutrient density. Foods associated with rapid absorption or low satiety relative to calories may lose points. The glycogram index score for this subject is 20 out of 20. Now that we've calculated the 5 subindices, we can reveal the total Nutrigrammatron score for California Ranch extra virgin olive oil. Its Nutrigrammatron score is 61. This places it in the moderate tier classification. So as we look at the main key nutrient, which is vitamin E at 1.63 milligrams, about 11% of your daily value, it's important to recognize something. No one is drinking olive oil by the glass. It's used in small amounts as a cooking fat or flavor ingredient. Because olive oil is a process extraction from the olive fruit, it no longer has the full structural package of the whole food. Things like fiber and the natural food matrix that normally come with it, and that structure loss is why oils generally score lower in the Nutragrammatron lab compared to a whole plant food. That said, extra virgin olive oil still contains phenolic compounds, natural antioxidants that can have beneficial biological effects, and are one of the reasons olive oil is often associated with healthy dietary patterns. So the score here reflects the structural nature of the food, not necessarily how it's typically used in the diet. This has been the Nutragrammatron Lab. Structured evaluation, transparent criteria, consistent analysis. Classification complete.